2004 Women's Singles Final. Leading the officials onto court is umpire Jakob Simberg of Denmark and service judge Chris Taylor of Lincolnshire.
Just confirming the women's doubles final will not take place. Gao Ling and Huang Sui have been given a walkover against Yang and Zhang Jiewen. Zhang Jiewen has withdrawn with a damaged hamstring injury and therefore a walkover to the holders, 3 times holders, and therefore winning the title for a 4th consecutive year. So, next up, the women's singles final, and this, the 23rd meeting between these two women. The former world champion, Gong ruina, up against the holder of the title, Zhou.
Please show your appreciation for our ladies singles competitors. From China, Gong ruina.
Of the number 5 seed, Mia Ordina Tiptewan of the Netherlands. So Zhou looking at her path through to today's final, quarter-final against the number 8 seed and last year's runner-up, Xie Xingfeng. That's a close second game, 13-12. And then the semi-final against the reigning world champion, Zhang Ning, coming through in 3 hard games, that lasting an hour and 2 minutes. So the umpire for the match, Jakob Simberg of Denmark. So Gong ruina, a very athletic player, and former world junior champion back in 1998, Gong ruina. A year later, a bronze medal in the World Senior Championships, and 2 years after that, she was world champion herself. Ready. What a progression through the ranks. Never been All England champion before. She was runner-up 2 years ago. And she's up against the holder of the title, Zhou. This, her 3rd All England final. Not only won the title last year, but was runner-up in 2001, losing out to Gong Xixiao. Winner of 3 major events last year.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Yonex All England Badminton Championships Women's Single Final between, on my right, Gong ruina, China. And on my left, Zhou, China. Gong ruina to serve, love all, play.
Gong ruina gets this women's singles final underway. And this, incredibly, the 23rd meeting between these women. Head-to-head stand at 11 wins apiece in their previous 22 encounters.
2 love.
Oh, that's a nice little block across court. And Darren, it's so difficult to call this match. I mean, both these players so strong in all departments of the game.
Two of the best ladies in the world. Also, they're practicing with each other day in and day out. They know each other's games inside out. Very hard match to call.
Hold. Service
Well,
over.
I think she was going to
Love 2.
leave that one. Just clip the shuttle.
One, two.
The error on the drop shot. Gong ruina, of course, coming to these championships off a win last week at the Swiss Open. Only won one title last year, did Gong ruina. That was the Danish Open.
Service over.
Yeah, good play from Gong there. Lovely cross-court drop shot, keeping her deep in the backhand. Gets a short lift, finds a gap in Zhou's forehand.
Three, two.
Oh, she'd deceived her opponent, Zhou. The punch clear. And Gong ruina had not read that, but it landed long of the back line.
Service over. 2, 3.
Both girls not quite settled into their stride yet.
Service over. 3, 2.
Last time these two met was, in fact, last week in the semi-final of the Swiss Open. 2 straight games, the victory for Gong ruina. 11-7, 11-6. It's just wide.
4, 2.
It was unlucky from Zhou there. Lot of power in her smash. Up she goes, sees a little gap in the backhand of Gong. Just misses the smash wide.
She is a very strong player,
5,
Zhou.
2.
Great power in the legs. Oh.
Service over.
Unlucky with that once again, deceiving
2,
her opponents.
5. Service
Nice
over.
variety of shots from Gong there.
5.
Lovely little
2.
drop. Bringing Zhou in. Then turns it into a smash.
Hold. Service over. 2, 5.
Nice deception from Zhou. Cuts across the shuttle.
Just wide.
Service over. 5,
Certainly in the past,
2.
Darren, I've questioned the fitness of Zhou. Very explosive player. She's very strong in the legs, but I sometimes wonder about if it's a very hard, long, drawn-out match, whether she's got the stamina to last throughout.
Yeah, as you say, she's got very, very strong legs, but the longer the game goes on, then legs get a bit heavy. Gong's much more slighter built, lighter on her feet.
It's landed in.
6-2.
I suppose the other thing that sometimes surprises me with Zhou Mi in her style, she's one of the few top women's singles players that is quite often quite content to turn and play a high backhand. Most of the women like to play the round the head shot.
Service over.
Yes, that's right. The difference is she's got a very strong backhand. She can do a backhand clear right to that. It's probably in ladies singles one of the weakest corners, but with Zhou it's not a weakness for her.
Service over.
Well, I know that Zhou Mi did have a tough semi-final yesterday against Zhang Ning, losing the second game over an hour that match, but it does look to me as if she's a little bit fatigued from that, as if she hasn't recovered properly. The legs already look heavy and that she's not moving that strongly.
Yeah, you can see Gong, and Gong's tactics are to move the distances, make her work hard. And at the moment she's not quite got her running legs on and preparing to battle.
Service over.
Yeah, that's better from Zhou. This is where she's at the strongest. Good cut drop, gets a short lift, and with her power able to put the smash away.
Three, 7.
That is a brilliant drop shot. Trademark shot of all the Chinese women's singles players, that reverse slice straight drop.
Yeah, very deceptive. Just cuts across the face of the shuttle.
Eight, 3. Service over.
Yeah, clever play from Zhou.
3,
Gong
8.
working very hard to get every shuttle back. Again, just takes the weight off the shuttle. Lovely reverse slice from Zhou.
Yes, once again, thinking about the placement.
4, 8. Five, 8. Service over.
Yeah, Zhou Mi didn't seem to be able to push off from the back of the court there to move forward.
No, it's where you see Gong is trying to run down everything at the moment. Zhou, she knew she hit a loose drop, but didn't really make a big attempt to get the next shuttle back.
Service over. 5, 8. Six, 8.
Gong trying to switch play there. Goes for the fast cross-court clear. Pulls it too wide.
There's a lot of unforced errors, it appears, at the moment, Darren.
Yeah, they don't really seem to have settled down. I don't know if it's the nervousness about them, but they're just not quite settled in. Both making a few uncharacteristic errors, which we're not used to.
Nine, 6.
Oh, my goodness.
Service over. 6-9. Service over. 9-6.
Well, neither of these women perhaps moving with the speed and agility to which we're used to seeing the Chinese players. There's been a lot of talk and speculation about the fact that the Chinese might be in a very heavy training period in preparation to the Thomas and Uber Cups later on this year, and of course the Olympic Games in Athens.
Yeah, that's better from Gong. Pulling Zhou all over the place there.
6.
Lovely smash to finish with, straight at the hip.
And that winning smash gives her a game point.
Service over.
A little bit more attacking there from Zhou.
6.
You haven't really seen that in this match yet. Gong going for the stop net shot. A little bit too tight to the tape.
Service over.
Very odd-looking serve at the onset of that rally. I wasn't sure if that was supposed to be a low serve or a flick serve. But now a second opportunity to close out this opening game for Gong Ruina, which indeed she converts. So the world #1, Gong Ruina, through that opening game against teammate Zhou, 11-7.
11-7.
Down everything.
2-0.
Well, that was a good smash from Zhou Mi. Directed her opponent.
One, two.
Again, Gong trying to stop net. A little bit of deception. Just hitting the tape.
She's more aggressive in her style, isn't she, Gong Ruina?
Yeah, there's more purpose to her shots at the moment. With every shot, you can see what she's trying to do. That rally, great slice down the forehand. Zhou picks it up, but very quick onto the net from from Gong.
Oh, nicely played from Zhou Mi.
1-2.
Lovely deception from Zhou from the serve. Again, we see that cut across the shuttle.
2-all.
Oh, that's perfect.
3-2.
Yeah, Zhou's just starting to make a few more shots now.
4-2.
Gong wants the shuttle changed. Oof, my goodness, that was close.
Service over.
Lovely angle from Gong then from serve.
2.
Gets up nice and high, brings that down very steeply. Very accurate as well.
Service over. 4-2.
Yeah, Zhou's starting to move a little bit now. She feels she has to. That time went round the head.
Two. Service over.
Oh, that's extraordinary. She didn't seem to move for the return of serve, and usually when you employ a low serve in singles, you're hoping for a net reply. Should be looking for it.
Service over. 5-2.
Big effort to take the shuttle early at the net.
Yeah, you can see she forced herself to get there early. Lovely spinning net shot.
Service over. 5-3. Service over.
I seem a little bit surprised that Zhou Mi is
5.
employing this flick serve at the beginning of a rally.
Yeah, she's done it a couple of times yet so far, to no avail at the moment though.
Service over.
Oh, but a great spinning net shot from her this time, from the return of serve.
Service over. 3.
Lovely shot from Gong then. From a forehand side, driving it deep cross court. Zhou just losing her patience there.
Five all.
So from that 2-5 deficit, Gong Ruina now back level. Well, Gong Ruina appeared to have given up on the rally.
6-5. Service over. 5-6.
Oh, that's perfect. What a difference when she makes the effort to get behind the shuttle and play the shot around the head action.
Yeah, absolutely, you can see there, she's moved for it.
Seven, 6. Service over.
Well, she knew immediately that Zhou Mi had turned to play the backhand, so she could step forward and look for the net reply.
Seven all.
Again, it was one of them you felt you could go round the head on it. Instead, just takes a step back and plays a backhand.
Whilst it is a strong shot, her backhand, I mean, you have to say it's a weakness in a way, because to play the high backhand, you turn your back on the net and can't see what your opponent's doing.
Yes, exactly, and you're never going to hit as a strong shot as if you move your legs, you can see the court and you go round the head.
Yes, aggressive rally from Gong Ruina.
9,
Yeah, well played
7.
from Gong. Crucial stage in the match now. Getting very close to the end.
The push is long of that back line.
10, match point.
And Gong
7.
Ruina on the verge of victory. It's wide. Gong Ruina secures her first All-England title, defeating the holder in 2 straight games.
Match won by Gong
Struggled
Ruina, 11-7,
at the start
11-7.
of the second game when she went 2-5 down, but in the end was moving the better, had the commitment to take the shuttle as early as possible, and therefore in the end the victory. 11-7, 11-7. So the world number 1 is now the All-England champion.
Chào mày.
confirming the score. But once again, these championships confirming the dominance of China.